And in 5th grade, Lacey Logan called me pretty. Not handsome, pretty. And that felt good, you know. Everybody loves a compliment. So. In 7th grade, Moisha convinced me to steal Carly Truitt's underwear from the girls' locker room. And I did. And God, they were so soft. Silky, you know. Why don't they make men's underwear more soft, Doc? I don't know. And in 8th grade, I had it down bad for Jessica Montgomery. And I didn't feel like a girl at all that year, if you know what I mean. But in 9th grade, Jessica broke up with me, and I had a good cry. Jake called me a sissy, and...
Okay, I have to say this, right? I have watched many of their shows. I follow many of their hosts, like Candy Owens, Matt Walsh, Michael Norris, and Ben Shapiro, right? I watch what they say or what they do, like, all the time. I know there have been some differences between us. There are certain things that they have said that I have clearly disagreed with. There are a lot of them. And there are also a couple of things that they have said that I have totally agreed with. For example, when Ben Shapiro says that all Israel has ever wanted was to make peace with the Palestinians, I personally think that is BS, that he is just telling lies. You know, but when Candy Owens said that sometimes there are a lot of nuance when it comes to certain things, I think, yeah, she is right. But I have never thought that the Daily Wire would go as far as making a movie like this. And then I don't know what they were expecting out of it. I don't know what they are trying to put out there. But I guess they had a point for doing it, right? And we'll all just have to wait and see how people receive this movie and how people respond to it. But before we continue with me giving you my own opinion about the movie, I would like you guys to watch the trailer. Then we shall continue after that. So let's watch.
In a world where women's sports is being transformed, the Daily Wire calls foul with the most triggering comedy of the year.
Guys, this is serious. Sports can be your pathway to a better life.
Well, like yours?
Please don't steal my catalytic converter again. Winning matters. It's the key ingredient in becoming a winner.
Maybe you should try it sometime. Are you gonna move?
I am not.
Let's cut to the chase. I know you're not a woman.
Hey, you don't know how he identifies.
If you can beat them,
What do you know about the U.S. Opens for the Global Games?
You want us to compete as women. $5,000 prizes.
My lover says you were a great coach back in the day.
join them.
This is the way the world is now. My 8-year-old daughter told me all about it. So a guy can become a girl with no physical changes at all.
Oh, that's called gender fluid.
So I can be a woman on the court and a man in the bedroom. I can't believe it. Nice!
You mean when you're sleeping?
Yes.
Coach? Alex, we could play basketball.
We have to get the whole team back together.
It's time
We're in.
I'm in.
I'm in.
to play
Lady Balders.
Mount up.
like a girl.
That's right. I'm with her. Believe in my truth. This is my truth.
From heroes
Day one of being a girl athlete. I love being a girl.
to sheroes.
We could dominate every woman's sport. Running, swimming, soccer. I said sport, Felix!
It's ladies basketball, boys. Nobody watches. Excuse me.
Are these seats open?
Never mind.
Getting dunks. And tucking trunks.
No, she didn't. That's the biggest I've ever seen on a lady.
I don't care.
Lady ballers.
One can even be trans age now, which provides Sheelix with a wonderful opportunity to relive all the experiences that she
You know, I have never pictured Matt Walsh to be someone to feature in a comedy skit that I would want to watch, or Ben Shapiro to be someone comical that I would want to watch. Someone who is really gonna get me laughing, right? And it's so funny that these people came up with this idea and who really thought that this was a great idea. I wonder, do people in the Daily Wire really believe that people who trans just do that because they want to dominate in sport? Is that what they really think? Like, is the whole idea of a trans person reduced to dominating in sport? I don't really get it. Because I can say for a fact that there are many trans people who do not do sports, right? Who have nothing to do with sport. There are many trans people who are just living their lives, who are just trying to get by the day. They have nothing to do with sport. And for the Daily Wire to reduce everything to just being people who wants to dominate in sport is just so laughable. And I watched this other video that the host made a very important point when he said that the Daily Wire says in this their teaser that they've come up with a very triggering comedy that is meant to trigger pro-trans people or trans people themselves. But I wonder who has been triggered by trans people. What is the group of people who are so triggered by trans activities or by anything trans? Is it not the conservatives? Is it not fundamentalists like Matt Walsh, like Michael Knowles? Are they not the type of people who get so angry when anything trans is being mentioned? So who do they really think this comedy movie is going to trigger? Liberals or what? And the next point is, if they are so disgusted about trans activities and trans people, why are they monetizing it? If the idea of trans was so destructive, would they be promoting it? Would they be using their platform, their very huge platform, to promote an idea they think is destructive to society and monetizing it? I think they should ask themselves this question, and maybe they can really get to understand what their motive has always been about. But before I go, let me leave you with this small point. You know, like people always say Elon Musk is a free speech advocate, and Elon Musk is someone who is going to protect free speech, and Elon Musk is someone who stands for free speech. And I have always said that I don't believe that. They do whatever benefits the companies and their shareholders. You might think that Elon Musk is a free speech advocate. No, he's not. He does the things he thinks benefits him. Same thing with the Daily Wire. Same thing with Matt Walsh. Same thing with Ben Shapiro. Same thing with Michael Knowles. They say what they say because it drives the views. They say what they say because it appeals to a certain group of audience. They are just out there to appease their audience. They are just out there to keep their huge following happy. But to you guys out there, when you see what the Daily Wire has done and what Matt Walsh and his fellow co-hosts have done, what do you think about it? Share your thoughts and opinions with us in the comment section below, because we love hearing what you have to say.